Provocative selling is all about making a customer realize that they have a problem that they may have not thought that they had. And in a down market, it's even more important for a sales professional to learn how to use this technique.
In an up market, when there is plenty of money available, it's very easy for organizations to make those choices. They're able to set their priorities and criteria very easily. But in a down market, those choices are much tougher. So we can no longer use transactional selling, consultative selling, or solution selling. In order to stand out, we really have to use provocative selling.
Which, surprisingly, is all four of them combined. There's going to be techniques that you will use throughout all of the skills that you've developed. No one technique will work better than all of them in combination. Here's where you can start to get started. The first one is understanding the why from the customer's perspective. What else is important to unpack?
Well, the other thing to consider is how do you build your provocative point of view? And there's a number of different layers to this. We need to think about the macro environment. These are the high-level political, demographic changes that are clearly happening around the world. Then we think to the next layer, which is how does that affect their industry? What does it mean for their industry? Then we think down one more layer as to how is that impacting their organization and get very specific about the implications. Two more layers. We think about what does it mean for their role? So how is it going to affect their role? And then finally, what does it mean for the individual?
By taking together all of these dynamic points of view, you can start coming up with messaging that will resonate with the particular person that you're speaking with. What they care about is what will make them look good in front of their team, in front of their boss. And by helping them craft a why now mentality, especially if purse strings are a little bit tighter, will help them look good instead of just asking for money that is really tight to spend. Is there anything else that you would share as a tip on how people can create their own point of view?
I think what's important is that you embed the macro level in clear points that are very difficult to argue. These are things like climate change, demographic change, or political change that are clearly present. Each time you bring it down a layer, you need to bring with it credibility. So third-party research and what it means for the industry, clear discussion and clarity on what it means for the organization. And as you go down each level, you need to just make the right adjustments to understand how it affects different parts of the organization and the individuals within the role. Through that, we're able to build consensus around our provocative point of view.
Old school selling was the sales professional's responsibility to share information. Modern selling technique is you are helping your customer achieve impact. And by taking into account many complex issues and the expertise that you have in a very particular issue that they're helping solve, you don't need to master everything in their business. What your responsibility is to provide expertise to a particular thing that will help their business be more successful.